All right, welcome back to Conversion Conversations. This is Cameron, and today I have with me Hannah.
Hi everyone.
So last week's video was a comparison of the two different wheeljacks I have, and Combiner's War Wheeljack, he lost, Combiner Wars. So he is going to get stickered up with some repro labels as a new character called X-tinguisher, and those are right here. And Hannah kind of wanted to come hang out while I'm doing this process. I guess she was a little curious.
Yeah.
So I guess Hannah, you're not the biggest Transformers fan. I'm gonna go ahead and start while we're talking.
I wouldn't say I'm not
Take that
a
off.
fan because it's not that I don't.
Right. I'm
like
not saying
them.
you dislike Transformers.
Right. I think I've gained more of an appreciation with how much of a fan you are of them.
Yes.
But I'm gonna be honest, everyone. When I listen. I try very hard to listen and pay attention when he's telling me about a certain Transformer.
I don't geek out all that often.
He doesn't. But then it'll be 2 weeks later, and he'll maybe hold up the same Transformer that he had been talking to me about, and I couldn't tell you the name. There are a few that I know. That I know the names of. I don't know if I would recognize them, but I was actually very proud of myself because I did buy him Fortress Maximus, and that's always been like my little, claim to fame, ranking, brownie point earning.
It was pretty sweet.
Girlfriend
I do like that
me.
Fortress Maximus a lot. But yeah, so on the channel, you're playing through
Let's talk about the
Pokemon
channel.
right now. So while I'm
Yes.
doing this, you're playing through. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes.
So real quick.
Okay.
So this windshield sticker, we're changing the windshield color from blue or black to blue, but the windshield actually slides into his the back of the car or his legs. So that's something good to know is you got to disengage the legs before you put the back stickers on.
Okay.
But yeah, so you're more playing Pokemon right now while
Yes.
I'm doing Transformer stuff.
Yes.
And it seems like that's been going pretty well.
Yeah. I don't think I fully realized how many Pokemon there were now in the Pokemon universe.
Yeah, there's like 809.
It's a lot. And I'm playing through Pokemon Ultra Moon. I just got onto the second island, right? I was on the island of Alola.
I think the whole area is called Alola.
The whole area is called Alola. Sorry, Pokemon fans out there. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm on the second island.
Oh, so that's interesting. So
And trying to go through the island challenge now.
This edge is lined up, as you can see, but there is still a little bit of hang on the back of the sticker. So that's probably something I'll go back and I'll clean up with a scissors or knife or something to make sure that doesn't start hanging off and forming a tear. With stickers, Hannah, you gotta make sure that. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. If they're ever hanging off the edge or anything, you want to make sure that that's cleaned up so that you don't damage the stickers over time as you're transforming the toys. Sorry to keep going.
Oh no, you're good. Actually, with you discussing the stickers, I am now curious as to how long these stickers and people kind of remake transforming. No pun, well, a little bit of a pun intended. Transforming other Transformers through the stickers. Does that make sense?
Doesn't seem right. I think it's this way. Yeah.
How long has the sticker
Been going on? That's a good question. I'm not sure exactly. As far as I know, so the company
Is it only one company? Or I'm assuming
there's
multiple
two.
companies.
There
are two companies now.
Right.
Okay.
So Hasbro makes Transformers. They make the toys.
Right.
As far as I know, there are two companies that make the labels for them. 598. So there's repro labels. That's what this company is, and they recently changed their name. I believe now they're called Toyhax, but it's the same company. And they started out repro labels like it's a contraction of reproduction labels. So on your old Transformers toys, like if you have old G1 toys that are going on like 35 years now. Probably those original stickers don't hold up as well as they did.
Okay.
So they would reproduce those old stickers so you could put new, nice, shiny stickers and detailing on your old toys. That's how they got their start, as far as I know.
Got it.
Then they started doing upgrade sets to different characters. So the one that I know of that kind of got me interested was, do you remember the show Transformers Prime? It was a CGI cartoon. There was a character on it called, so this is going to go here. There's a character on it called Knockout. And Knockout, the toy, like the character had a really nice paintwork in the cartoon.
Okay.
The toy, unfortunately, due to budget stuff, was not able to replicate any of that detailing in the cartoon. So there we go. So they started doing like upgrade kits. I don't think that was their first one, but that's the first one I noticed. And it was like, here's stickers that wrap around the toy and do all the details that you want in the show. And then, yeah, if you're looking over there, they recently just announced a bunch of upgrade kits for different toys. And then they started doing conversion kits, which is taking a character like Wheeljack and turning it to a new character like X-tinguisher or old characters. For example, there's Power of the Primes Inferno. I think there's like 5 sets for that toy out now. There's the upgrade kit, which just keeps it as the character Inferno,
Okay.
but gives it more detailing. Then there's conversion kits to turn it into Fire Chief, which is, I think it's like a Japanese character that I'm not really familiar with. There's a conversion kit to turn it into Heatwave from Rescue Bots. There's a conversion kit to turn it into Pyro from the Wreckers, and there's a conversion kit to turn it into Hosehead from the Headmaster. So like,
Okay.
it's one toy that you could buy from Hasbro that now with the Repro Labels set, the Toyhax set, you can convert into all sorts of different characters.
Nice.
And the other company is called Ennis, and I think I bought one set by them, but as far as I know, they don't do as much work as Repro Labels does.
Okay.
And yeah, so for example, this one, like Wheeljack in the original G1 cartoon, which is what this original toy was replicating, he's like this nerdy scientist guy / engineer. Most episodes with him in it, they revolve around him making some new device and the Decepticons either trying to steal it or the device causing like all sorts of havoc that the Autobots have to deal with. And then X-tinguisher is a character I think Repro Labels basically made up. It looks like it's an homage to a character that came out in the Diaclone line called Exhaust. But it's not quite exactly 100% the same. But yeah, so basically, like, there's enough stickers on this sheet that we're essentially going to cover the entire car body with labels. And actually, I pulled this sticker off. This one goes up top.
Goes up top, yeah.
Yep. And he's a Decepticon, so we're covering up the Autobot symbol.
Got it.
And I think there's enough stickers that there won't be. Sometimes you'll see like, ooh,
There we go.
yeah. There's like a little bit of color mismatch here. Just like the slightest bit. It's not that visible. But there's enough stickers that I think we won't see any of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's see. we got some of the bigger base plate stickers. We can go to the front. And yeah, I'm glad you joined me today.
Yeah.
At some
Kinda
point,
relaxing.
it is very relaxing, and that's why I like doing this and recording it. Ooh, okay.
Very peaceful.
So there's these 4 events, and it's like a sticker cut inside a sticker cut.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of how I want to peel these off. I want to peel it off while keeping the vents here, but I don't want to tear. Sometimes these things will tear if there's a cut in the corner. But it actually looks like it's all, never mind. It's all one sticker. Oh, that's interesting.
Nice.
So it's one sticker, but then it's got, as you can see, it's got these cuts to make sure you line up against these vents properly, which might actually be a little tough. But yeah, so when I originally got the sticker set, I thought this was just the character exhaust from the original. Oh, because they sit a little deeper. That's kind of cool. From the Masterpiece toy and the original Diaclone series, I think that's where it came from. But no, it's like it's kind of a reference to that character, but it's really their own character, and I'm pretty happy with what they've been doing for their own characters so far. And we go here.
So how did it go with comparing? Because you have 2 Wheeljacks.
I did, yes. Basically, I like the Prime version more. It's
Okay. And this is what you're stickering up right now? Is
yes.
the Prime version?
No. This is the Combiner Wars version.
Combiner Wars. That's right. That's what you introduced it with. Every now and then I listen.
No, you're fine. So then the key is to line up on that edge. There we go. But yeah, I'm not sure how I'm gonna, like, I like these types of videos. I like watching them myself. I recognize, like, it's not for everyone. Ooh, let's go this way.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the beauty of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
There's literally something out there for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'm gonna keep, like, the sticker videos full length and just, whoever wants to chill out and watch it, they can. But
yeah.
Then I like doing the shorter videos, the little discussions and,
Yeah.
and that more.
Do you only ever talk about Transformers on your conversion conversation? I mean, probably when you're on your own, but...
Yeah, well, that's the whole, right? If we want to do other stuff, we have other outlets for that, like the player guides, and then we got some other things in the works for the channel that I don't know if we're allowed to announce yet, so I don't want to...
Yeah, and we don't want to say it in case anything falls through.
Yeah. We'll go up here. I guess I'm curious, as not so much a Transformers fan, but like you're kind of interested in the... I don't know how I'd say it. Like you're not a fan of the whole franchise, but there's been some stuff that you've been curious about. Have you, like, seeing the trailer for the Bumblebee movie and stuff that just dropped the other day, the new trailer?
Yes.
Does that interest you at all? Like, as someone who's like, I'm gonna see it for a couple reasons. Because one, it's a Transformers movie. I haven't seen the last couple because I've been so disappointed by them.
I think a lot of people have from what it sounds like.
Yeah. But this one looks like it has actual writers on staff, and they are discussing characters and things like that.
Well,
but,
I know you were pretty excited too, because even in the trailer alone, you said the Decepticons look like they're actual characters. It's
they're people.
These,
like they're not
big,
just
huge
monsters.
Machines with, explosions that you get to see.
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be interesting to put in.
I did say in the trailer, one thing that I think I appreciated is because I saw the first two Michael Bay movies with friends.
Yes, Transformers and then Revenge of the Fallen.
Yes. And I mean, like, going into it, I liked the first one, but I will say even the design of the Transformers themselves, especially when they spoke, it was very difficult to see where their mouths were. And then obviously with the fight scenes, you know, it just seemed like a bunch of colors going across the screen. You know, there wasn't a lot of detail. There wasn't the not choreography, but the special effects, I guess. You could call it
choreography, right?
CGI choreography, maybe.
Yeah. You're talking about like when the robots fight each other.
Yeah, when they fought each other, it was very difficult then in that point to tell who was who.
Oh.
Because it was just, everything was so big, everything was going so fast.
Okay, hold on. Just
Sorry.
hold that thought. No,
Okay.
I'm just admiring, like, look at that front. So you've got like the 6 lights now. Like, that looks super good. Okay, sorry, keep going. So the CGI fighting.
Yeah, because everything, you know, the Transformers were huge, as they should be. But I think it was a lot filling the senses at once. You know what I mean? Like, visually you were seeing a lot and it was happening very fast. There were a lot of sounds and explosions coming at you. So it was very hard, I think, to be fully engaged in the story at that point, because I don't know. I remember when I would watch the fights, I was spending more time focusing on trying to see, okay, who is the Decepticon and who is now the, oh my god, the other Autobot. Holy shit.
No, you're fine.
Who is the Decepticon and who is the Autobot?
Yeah,
Does
hard
that
to
make
tell
sense?
who was who.
It was very hard to tell until the fighting stopped and it was like, oh, someone's on the ground and someone's not.
Yeah, and now in the new movie it does seem much easier. One, like, there's one Autobot, it's Bumblebee. Bumblebee looks, I don't know how, like, he looks cuddly.
He looks a lot better even from the trailer than what I remember Bumblebee looking like in the first Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Yeah, when you say better, you're not just talking about like the technology, right? Because it's been more than 10 years.
No, I mean not even just like the technology, but like, I mean he just seems a lot more detailed. You know, he seems like a character. He has a face.
Oh,
he
okay.
has facial expressions.
So this is one sticker. Mm-hmm. It has. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus. There is a cut in there, and it needs to sit. The red piece needs to sit on this green portion, and then the vent covers this detail. So I'm actually going to disengage the leg to do that. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I'd actually say, from my opinion, I like that he seems a little less detailed. Like, he's made up of obvious Volkswagen parts, mm-hmm. but it doesn't look like a car exploded. Like, he's still clearly a robot. He's got big, solid chunks of yellow metal that, like, it's easy for me to tell, oh, those are his arms, and that is his chest, and I don't think, like, if he's jumping around on screen, it'll be difficult to follow what he's doing.
Right. But no,
if you want to turn this into 40 minutes of us shit-talking in the Michael Bay movies, I am 100% on board. Like, the first one... Michael Bay, no, fuck Michael Bay. Let's talk about Michael Bay for a second. Michael Bay, you motherfucker. Listen, in that fucking fourth was it the fourth one? I never saw it except for on a plane.
Is that the
there's
one
a
with the
scene.
Romeo and Juliet love?
Yeah, there's that stupid fucking scene.
Fuck that, dude. Come on.
Michael Bay's
There's
like...
no excuse for you to have not made her a legal age. There's no reason. There's no point in even adding that.
Mark Wahlberg's character's daughter is...
A lot of women...
16 or 17 in that movie.
Uncomfortable to watch as a
portrayed as like a 20-year-old or 22-year-old actress. That stupid Irish guy is walking around with a card in his wallet about how it's legal for him to fuck this 16-year-old. Why was that in the movie about giant robots?
No
it didn't need to be in the movie.
And shame on the 20-year-old, because dear 20-year-olds out there, do not go after 16-year-olds.
Oh, the Irish guy?
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
It was just weird.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
Like,
and it was so unnecessary.
It was.
It didn't even have anything to do with anything.
What else has Travis Knight directed though that I've seen?
The guy who did the new Bumblebee movie.
Yeah.
Travis Knight directed. I believe he directed Kubo and the Two Strings.
Oh yeah, that was an excellent film.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
So well done.
I think we're almost
It was beautiful.
done
Beautiful film.
here. Let's see. We got these stripes, which I'm trying to figure out where these stickers go looking at the screen. I can't really tell. Oh, I think that's interesting. Let me...
What did you notice?
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure out if this side is a sticker. I think it might just be this part's the stickered part, and then that's just printed. I was confused. It's this black stripe across the top of the hood that it has a cutout for the hinge. I was confused because I saw that gray backing, which I guess is not part of the sticker. It's just printed onto the sticker sheet.
Got it.
So it looked like this was going to be that gray-white color, but that's not right. But yeah, other than that, I'm not sure what else Travis Knight has done. But I very much like Kubo and the Two Strings.
I do
So
too.
if it's the same guy doing the Bumblebee movie, I mean that, right?
He'll know what he's doing.
Yeah, and it looks like he cares about, telling a story and having
Yeah.
characters and not just explosions and paychecks.
Yeah.
So
Well, because I think part of the issue with, another issue with the Michael Bay films was they don't necessarily all follow the same story arc, right? Like, that was my takeaway.
can you elaborate on that?
Well, because, you had the first Transformer movie, the very first one.
Yes.
Where I feel like you kind of got a background of where the Transformers came from and why they were coming to Earth.
Yes.
And then flash forward to the most recent one, where it was something with the knights, and you see them in the trailer fighting with King Arthur.
I still haven't seen it. The movies I've seen, so I saw the first one in theaters.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked it. I don't think it's held up as well, as it hasn't aged the best, but I still think it was a fine movie. There's some little weird parts, it's got some weird secondary characters, not weird, but some secondary characters. I don't know if you remember that Australian girl.
Oh yeah.
The code breaker.
Mm-hmm.
That was it was part of a story arc, but I don't know if it actually needed to be there. Ooh, I like that detailing on the back of the spoiler. But it was basically a simple story, right? The bad guys were trying to bring Megatron back, who's a dick. And the good guys want to stop him, and Megatron wants to get the Allspark cube, this cube that can make new Transformers to save the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll cause destruction on Earth, so Optimus and the good guys don't want that to happen. There we go. I think we're almost done, except for maybe some more stickers on the Lancia. But it was pretty straightforward. Then the second movie I saw in theaters, and I paid money to go see it in IMAX, and I walked out of that movie angry because I didn't know what happened. I don't think I can cohesively say what happened in that movie. There's the Fallen who wants to...
Was that the one where they're in the desert?
Yeah, they go to Egypt.
They go to Egypt.
Megatron brings back a bad guy who's a big bad, and I think we can switch to a different view. There we go. We got some of these back stickers. Ooh, so we got some options for license plates. So we got one that says exhaust, one that says extinguisher, and one that says the bore. I don't know what that might mean. I think I'm going to go with Extinguisher. Because this isn't really exhaust. Yeah.
The only thing I genuinely remember from that movie, and this is nothing against Megan Fox, but I just remember like how good she looked in that film, and I feel like that was my only takeaway from it, was that the film was like, whatever scene Megan Fox was in, we have to make her look as gorgeous as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And they did.
I think those movies kind of made her career.
That was my takeaway. Well, they did until in one of the interviews she basically shit on Michael Bay.
Yeah, I remember.
Which I don't condone, right? Like, if you're working with the director, don't shit talk on their movies while you are still in the process of working with them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she was speaking her truth, right? Like, they weren't the best films.
But I think she said.
But I think she's also.
She pissed off Spielberg because she said something about Nazis, like how Michael Bay was a Nazi.
I just thought
and then Spielberg's Jewish, of course, that's not okay with him, and he's got a lot of clout in the industry. So don't. Yeah. Not the best career move.
Yeah.
But I think she's doing fine now. I think she's been on some TV shows and.
Yeah, she's doing all right. She's doing all right.
But yeah, I was one of those teenage boys that had a crush on Megan Fox in that first Transformers movie. I had a crush on
Megan Fox.
Yeah, very, very pretty lady.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the second movie, like they're running around the world. Ah, shit. Megatron comes back.
I think it's on your, or I thought it was on your phone.
No. Well, did I lose a sticker? Possibly.
Well, couldn't have gotten that far.
Yeah, that's fine. I got spares. I think that's part why they gave us spares. They're globe-trotting, they're doing stuff, but I really don't remember much of that movie besides there's Constructor, or God, not Constructor. The Constructicons are there, Devastator forms, but he's like this weird monster with a black hole for a mouth. And Optimus Prime tears off the Fallen's face, and I think he literally says something like, "Give me your face," like a serial killer does. That's all I got from that movie. I wasn't happy with it. I thought it was a hunk of junk. And then the third movie I never saw in theaters. I think I caught it on a plane or something. Again, I don't remember much of that.
I just remember in the third movie, because that was the one where, since Megan Fox wasn't in it, and they had to bring in another love interest, and they brought in a supermodel.
Yes.
And I just remember being so, because I'm trying to make it as an actor, right? There are a lot of actors who are trying to make it in the industry in any way, shape, or form. And we work really hard. Those of us that genuinely want it, we work really hard with networking, with taking classes, with getting the right headshots, with training of any kind, with reading books, with reading different plays. I mean, we work really hard to be good at what we do. And I remember being so irritated that the supermodel was picked. And from what I heard, from what I read in the reviews, was she was very flat, which, you know, nothing against her, like, but she doesn't have the experience, right? She's not doing the work. She just has a pretty face.
What else we got?
And it was very, I don't know, it was just very frustrating because not just from, I guess, because even from a professional standpoint, you know, there are lots of beautiful actresses out there who I think, known or unknown, probably would have done a better job.
Yeah, but I don't think Michael Bay was valuing anyone for their acting skill.
Right.
He's just looking for some eye candy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we can sticker up the Combiner hand foot gun. But yeah, I don't remember much of that movie either, except Dreamy or McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy is a bad guy. And what else? Oh yeah, Optimus Prime like kills Megatron in cold blood at the end of that movie when Megatron kind of saves the day.
Nice.
That's all I got from that movie.
But doesn't that go kind of against Optimus Prime?
Yeah, movie Optimus. Movie.
Yeah. I don't think of him as a.
Michael Bay movie Optimus slowly goes insane over the course of the movies and kind of turns into a like war-torn, PTSD-riddled like psychopath. Not like officially, but that's the way I read that. So this is I don't know why it's not sticking down anymore, but this is Extinguisher in car mode, and I really like the way it looks. All right, so let's get him transformed up. Take off the combiner hand foot gun, take off the sword, put down the legs. And yeah, like these.
He looks similar to a samurai when he's all transformed up.
You think so? With the head, like the Wheeljack head.
Helmet? Yeah.
I could see that kind of. Yeah, I mean, Wheeljack has a very distinct face. I don't think they were going for a samurai look. They were just going for like an alien robot look.
Got it.
But yeah, so this is the interesting thing to me is like on a lot of other sticker sets, because of the transformation, the vehicle mode stickers end up showing like doing a lot of colors in the robot mode, but for Wheeljack here, like this is Wheeljack. It's almost none of the stickers we've done so far are visible. But that's where we get to work adding some additional colors here. Oh, there are the tweezers. But yeah, so I'm really happy with this set, and it's like repro labels, they do such a good job with some of their stuff that it's like in this case, I bought the stickers before I even got the toy. I got the sticker set. I knew I wanted to make this character, and then it was a matter of me tracking down an affordable Wheeljack. Because the aftermarket price on him is surprisingly high to me. I wasn't expecting what he goes for on eBay to be as high as it is, because I don't think it's. I think it's fine, a fine deluxe, but I don't think it's a really terrific one. But yeah, so you saw the trailer. I showed you the trailer to the new Bumblebee movie.
Yes, you did.
And as much as I want to avoid getting hyped up about another Transformers movie, they did some of the right stuff to kind of get me excited.
I think it'll be good. I think it will be entertaining, and I think it'll be a kind of a refresher for the Transformer franchise.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what they do after the movie, because this is supposed to be a prequel to the Michael Bay movies, but
it is officially a prequel.
Unless I'm mistaken, I believe yes, this is officially a prequel to the Michael Bay films, but I think it could also they could pivot and have it lay the groundwork for. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a cutout section here that I need to take out. There we go. Maybe they can pivot and make it like the start of a new franchise or something. I'm not sure how they'll end up doing it. Because I like Transformers. I would like for a movie series to continue, but I'd like them to be movies that I don't have to not defend, because I'm not going to defend those movies, but like I don't have to say, oh, I like Transformers, except for the movies that everyone knows.
Yeah.
And this goes, oh, I thought it went on the shoulder. It actually goes in his like bicep socket. Oh, I'm not sure if I like that. It so it sits inside.
Is that the left one?
No, it.
So they.
Oh, I'm doing it sideways.
Yeah,
You're right. You are Thank
dashes
you.
Need to be
Good
towards
catch.
The center, which might
Good
be
catch.
Why you don't like.
Yeah, it goes this way. Which, yeah, you're exactly right. Because now it doesn't sit inside that groove.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't cover the bicep ratchet.
Yeah.
That's a really good catch. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, eventually I want to do, like, we're doing this, we're filming this part, and then I'll do probably a separate little 5-minute video just going over the labels, in case people don't want to watch me futzing around like this. But eventually I'd like to do some build stuff, like Gundam kits, things like that, once we have that second table over there.
Yeah.
What else we got left?
It could be fun.
We're...
Stressful, but fun.
Oh, for doing Gundam kits?
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what you... I mean, eventually I'll have some more stickers on the way. I'm waiting for a big enough batch to pick up, so I'm not spending too much money on shipping. Let me make sure I've got this going the right way. The swoosh wants to go in. I'd be down to let you do some stickers if you were at all curious.
Yeah, no, I'd be down to try. I just don't know if I want my first time on camera. I feel like that's a lot of pressure.
Makes sense.
Because I would want to get it correct for you and also correct for the viewers and other fans.
No, you don't have to worry about that. I fucking fuck up all the time. And the nice thing is the stickers, like the adhesive they use and the strength of the material, like if you mess up, you can peel it back off and reapply it, and it doesn't really affect the life of the sticker much. All right, then we got these black swoops. There we go. They sit on... And this is interesting. I figured they would change the green to black, but instead they're changing the red to black and then the green to red. Which is always kind of interesting to see how they do a design.
So, who else have you stickered up thus far on the channel?
Moonracer and Alita 1. And I don't know if I did it on the channel. I stickered up Combiner Wars Prowl recently. I think that's about it. I'm trying to think if I've done anyone else on the show.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I do like that additional black detailing there.
Did you give him his little bracelets already on his arm?
I have not.
Okay.
I still got to do that. There's a couple more stickers on the sheet I got to do. And then I'm not sure where there's this green sticker back on that first sheet that I can't figure out where it goes. It might just be an additional bonus sticker. All right, so then he's got these bracelets right here. And it sits
looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely
I feel like in some ways it's almost like watching a doctor perform surgery.
like operation with the tweezers.
Yeah, but it's very you get very quiet as you're putting it on. You're so focused on the one little area.
Yeah.
When you put them on.
I'm trying to think. I
think you get like, do you have the little shoulder? Yeah, you do up top.
So these are alternates.
Yeah.
It might be done. I'm looking at the page. Do you want to click onto the next view? Oh, his head fin.
His head fin.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh.
Up top.
Got it.
Oh, I grabbed it from the wrong side. If I can get that. Is that not right? No, maybe it's the other side. But yeah, I know this goes a little long, but we're almost done. I can get that angled right. That's the sort of sticker detailing I might not keep on him.
Yeah.
Because you can see it goes over molded detailing.
Mm-hmm.
Usually that's a little harder to, if it's not on a flat surface, sometimes the sticker life doesn't last too long.
Do you have to change his sunglasses to red also?
Yeah, that one I'm debating whether or not I want to do that. He's got painted blue eyes,
Mm-hmm.
which are like Autobot colors. It's good guy eye colors.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be good to change them to red, but I'm not a fan of eye sticker details. I feel like it never really looks that great.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a visor instead of like individual eye stickers, so maybe it'll look better. Why don't we go ahead and try? So, okay, so on the sticker sheet, what do we have left? We have this silver bar, which I'm not sure where oh, that goes atop his forehead,
Mm-hmm.
up here. And then this is part of his crest, and then his eyes. Come on. There. Oh, I didn't even get it. There we go. We'll have to see how good this footage actually is, because I feel like my thumb blocks a lot of it.
Well, I mean, you're working in very small areas.
Yeah, yeah. So you're basically building him a new face.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm doing it this way, I'm wondering if I should have put the visor on first and have the silver forehead detail cover the visor. Maybe I can get it into his face hole.
I was gonna say, that just looks so tiny.
Yeah.
Compared to the image. But I guess you can blow up the image.
Yeah. Come on. There we go. Oh, I think we got it. Just gotta get tweezers in there, pat that down. Let's see.
Oh, I think that looks really good.
I think that's everything. We got some extra Decepticon symbols. These I think are alternate arm guards. Instead of black, you could go silver. Mm-hmm. And then the shoulders, instead of the black and blue detailing, you can go with this silver. The last thing is just these wraparounds on the hand-foot guns. But this is basically Combiner Wars Extinguisher, all done up.
There you go.
So let me try one of these. I kind of hate these stickers, these wraparounds. I feel like they never, so it tells you which side's the top side. I think that means this goes here, and then we'll wrap it around underneath. I'll do one end, but then we might call it a day because I don't know if I'm gonna keep these. Yeah, so sit that there and then wrap underneath. Make sure sometimes it like bubbles over. I'm not a fan of that. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. Okay, we'll do the second one. Stick it. Oop, come on.
I almost want to announce it like it's a golf tournament.
Well, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, Hannah. I'm
You're
sure.
welcome. It was nice. No, it was good to do this and kind of see what you do and what you talk about and learn more about Transformers.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. I'm sure I can bore the shit out of you any day of the week. And that's X-tinguisher. All right, thanks for joining us, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.